Hello everybody. Welcome. I think wait, is this mic doesn't actually look like it's the right one again? Has this done the same thing as usual, or is my mic sounding okay? I'm hearing noise in the background. Yeah, okay, I'm fine. Okay, welcome everybody. I've already got P and Senti and Crypto Prince on the call as well. So if you guys are all here, we'll see if this is all working. Do you guys want to say hello?
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Yay!
Hello,
All
everybody.
right, it's all working nicely. Good. Okay, welcome to October.
Welcome.
Yeah, we've got rid of REKTEMBER and we're in October, so up only for this month. We will
Up
see.
only.
But yeah, I just thought I guess we'll start just having an overview of what we've had today, which was we actually did have like the partial because we took the short on the stream last night on the open, which we did get, and we came into first take profit, which was quite nice. Let's just go on to here. So let's just actually cover the short because that was the way that the month opened. We did have the move down, got the VWAP down into this was the previous day point of control. Didn't complete the whole 80% setup, reclaimed VWAP, and then we've just been long ever since. So it's been, yeah, pretty nice. As soon as you reclaim monthly open, you break through that, you confirm it as support, came up to this daily level, held that as support for a while, and now just, yeah, up here at this weekly, and wait, even higher, aren't we? Where are we now? All the way up here, coming up to this towards this daily level, and we've got this golden pocket region in here as well. So yeah, it's been a really nice move today. I've just been long since that first take profit. I'm obviously already massively long in these lows, so I've removed some of the levels off my chart here because I think we're now looking at stuff that's a bit more recent. But I think if everyone can remember, it's basically
Yeah,
yeah
we know
this
that.
fall.
We know that pretty much.
Exactly, yeah. We know where I've been long from, and that's all paid off very nicely today. So yeah, all is good. So yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on everything at the moment? It would be interesting just to yeah, Senti,
Well,
Crypto
I'm
Prince.
still waiting. I'm still waiting to see if we're gonna break that level 51,852.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I'm in a short from there, so I will wait. But probably if we find support that daily at 48,300. I mean, if we can break that and then find support, maybe I will start thinking about to close that short.
Yeah.
And basically that. No, not much more. But basically the key level there is 52K.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd agree with that because if obviously price can get back above here, then that's looking massive, like
Yeah,
really bullish at that
definitely.
point.
Yeah.
Or at least up to 58,800, I'd say at that point. There's not a whole lot in between. There's just a big void there. We do have the point of control, so I need to check where that is. I did reset my chart today, just as a bit of a. Often when we just start a new month, I just have this tendency just to wipe everything because things, especially now that things get really messy on. I'm doing so many live streams, I just tend to like wipe stuff off and just start fresh, and see where we're at for a new month, which is yeah. So we got our. We do have this big point of control, so our global point of control at 56,400. So we do have that to be aware of. We are also at this high volume node right now. So yeah, that is literally where we are within this region here on this
Yeah,
chart.
you're
This is
hitting to resistance at the moment, so I wouldn't, long there. And if you're
no.
not in a long, just
Yeah.
don't. Unless you break that level, that daily, and that node, and then you find support again, then yeah, you claim it, and then maybe you can look for it. But
Yeah, I agree. Cool. Let's have a look at the chat. Farron, you closed the short last night, right? Yeah, so I didn't really take that. I went to bed, so it wasn't one that I took, but it just as it played out, we came into that point of control overnight, and yeah, had the bounce off of that. So the previous day point of control, which is really nice. Descendant of Giants, can we go complete the 80% bearish setup? Well, maybe so, maybe, yeah. Umar, someone's reduced the percentage. I know what you're talking about. See, that's the thing. I think with crypto, we're now looking at. I can't remember the last time the classic 80% setup really played out perfectly. Generally, the last few times, it's been pretty much 100%. I would be willing to change that to a 100% previous day point of control setup, and maybe you'll get the previous day value area, the other side of the
Honestly,
previous day value
I
area.
haven't traded the 8% setup in ages, in a
Yeah,
long time.
it's great because it always hits the PD POC like all the time. But everything other than that, it's pretty much hit or miss. Like today, it was really, quite nice. Just gone to here. Add the markers. Of course, it was a really small one. Actually, this one. Wait, is that today? No, that's. Where's my chart that actually has it on here? Blah, somewhere. Yeah, straight into the PDPOC on our open, which would have been. Where's it? Where's it gone? Here. Somewhere out here. Here. Into the previous day point control and then the bounce here. Why is my TPO not working either? There it is. Yeah.
This really is one of those situations where you're just long and chill, aren't you? Like,
I think so. I think so.
yeah.
Like you took the scalp shot earlier here, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
On this. So that was the last real opportunity we've had for a short. Now I think it's just let's see if it hits the daily level. If we can come into that daily level, get a bit of a rejection there. But at that point, you may as well just come up to take the liquidity up here. 48,800. So
there's no clear level right now where I'm looking for a rejection. It's just
no.
Wait and see what happens, really.
Yeah, for
it looks
sure.
really good so far, to be honest, this move up. So yeah. I'm in a ton of longs, and now I'm just gonna wait and see.
Good. I think that's it. It's just
At some point, I'd like to share my screen if that's okay.
Just do you want to do that now?
Things. Oh yeah, if you want to. Yeah,
let's do it. I don't have that much to go over. Like this is just.
Yeah, if you're happy for me to. I'll talk for about 5-10 minutes.
Let's do it. Okay. Cool. Okay, so you should be able to share your screen now, and then I can pull that up on the.
1 second. Just make sure I don't leak anything important.
Umar, they did call it the golden pocket the other day. I made fun of that on stream.
You cannot screen share while the other participant is sharing.
So yeah. There you go.
Okay, 1 second. Can you see my screen?
Yes. just bear with me 1 second. I just got to get this up on the stream as well.
Yeah.
Let's bring you over here so I can see The joy of having so many screens and stream and all of that kind of stuff going at the same time. Okay, that's looking good. I need to start using StreamYard. We tested this out the other day and I need to start using it. There's a much better way of doing this than the Zoom. But hey, this will do for now.
Yeah, are we good? Are you
Yes, we're good. I just need to... Cool. Yeah, all good. All good. You have the screen, Senti.
All right. So essentially what we had here was a 2-month consolidation period, and we were saying that we didn't want price to come back into this 2-month consolidation because that would actually be bearish. So I had to set a limit up where I thought the chart would flip bearish, and that would be my exit, right? So what I was looking at originally, and this is where I made my plan originally, was I was looking at this 3-day OB, right, to hold. And that was the trigger for me, whether we were going to go into another bull run, right? Or we were going to flip bearish and we could go into extended consolidation or even further down prices.
Yeah.
So essentially on the chart, what happened here was, right, is especially in this region here, everybody was calling, and even me, I got fudded out in this region here. Like I got completely fudded out, and
really?
I didn't get that. Yeah, I got fudded out here.
Even though I was like the most bullish person in the world.
Yeah, I got fudded out here, right? And essentially what I was looking for, I didn't think we were going to break completely down, but I was looking for it slightly lower into this 26K region. And then I was looking for us to swing back up. But essentially what happened was there was too many people just sitting there waiting, and everybody was looking at the position. And let's say there's $1 billion worth of contracts here looking to get long in this position, right? And you're a market maker with $1 billion as well. You can't be competing with these guys and putting your limits in here. So what they do is they front run all these limits here. They grab the liquidity and they front run it. And the exact same thing happened here. Everybody was looking at this 38K region, 36. People were looking for these lows here to be swept. And they did the exact same thing. The difference here was this was completely, you could see it on the order book. Right?
They were doing a good job of trying to hide it on this occasion because it was very thin and you'd have to really look in order to find that, the massive kind of buy.
It was thin, but it was still there, right?
Yeah.
You could see it. You could see it
so,
on the heat maps particularly, right?
Can I just ask you one thing, like just interrupt quickly? So if you're expecting on each of these occasions, I know you went long on this occasion, didn't you? Whereas you didn't. Okay,
heavily
you didn't.
long in this box.
Cool, so that's good. But if you're expecting, let's say 5-10% lower and then a bounce to go, and that is like all of your plan, why would you? And for me, like, why would you not buy the area in case it doesn't do that and just accept that maybe you would have to take a loss if it goes through all those limits? Because if you're so confident that it's going to bounce if it takes the lows and do a swing failure of those lows and then bounce, would you not get into a position and then compound it if it does go lower and get that entry better before you get a reversal?
Like, there's two ways to play it. You could do it that way, right? Or you could wait for the confirmation and buy into the strength, right? Even though I got fudded out here, it's not like I was taking shorts here, right?
Yeah.
So I waited. I was expecting it to go lower. It didn't follow my plan, but I saw the strength and I got into the position. Yes, I didn't buy the exact low, and you don't always have to buy the exact low, right? You can always give up 5-10% to buy into the strength.
Yeah. So that's, and because that was the thing that gave us on that 29K low, was it did give us that very quick change of market structure, and it hung around there for about 2 hours. So that's the problem that I find is when you do initiate a short squeeze like that, you don't really get a chance to get in if you have. So it's this little point here on the. So you do have that change of market structure, and then I was there for a few hours, isn't it? It's there for a good day actually. So you've had plenty of time after that first move up to get in around that 32K area. So that would be buying into strength.
Yeah, and that's exactly where I got in from. It was around that 32K area.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, especially in this region here, like I think nearly all of us, we were all bullish in this region. We were looking for this place to hold, right? And it did hold. And we've been paid massively, right? Now, one of the issues, when I go back over, especially this leg of the bull run, going up to 64K, was although I made good money on it, I felt that I overtraded it. Like I didn't have to overtrade too much.
Yeah.
And now if your bias is that we're going to go into the second leg of a bull run, right? I'm not looking to overtrade it. I'm looking to get into a few good positions, which let's say this is the low and it does hold. That's a good position. And I'm just looking to manage that position. I'm not looking to day trade this up.
Yeah. I think I completely agree again there. And this was, I did a stream last night. I don't know if you caught any of it, but basically the plan for me is we were going to do one of two things in Q4 going into next year. And that was either your area where it says...
Doom,
yeah, exactly. That is literally it. And we have... So that Hail Mary long to 100k that was the make or break region for me. And that was kind of the 42 to 40,500 for myself. And yeah, we could dip into a bit lower. But it was either going to be... Okay, if we lose 38, for example, that brings about a bear market. And in turn, that brings about the worst performing bull run that Bitcoin has ever had in its entire history, which I would say it's over. Yeah. So I was that prepared to say
get back in this consolidation.
Yeah, and then you break market structure again, you come back down to previous all-time highs, and I would have been at that point saying crypto failed experiment. It's all going to get absorbed by traditional finance. The decentralization idea is gone, and this has been just a markup in order for the investors to get out who have been there for 4 years, which I didn't think is likely at all. But that was how serious that this level was, in my opinion. But what we've been seeing on a lot of the exchanges more recently, and what we've been seeing within the space in general, is 2021 was almost entirely derivatives market that we've been playing in at the moment. And I think that's the point. We've just come out of a bear market where only the real hardcore traders have been trading for the past 4 years. We're still all used to trading futures and derivatives, going along and going short and all of that. But what we've seen over the past few weeks is there's been a massive shift, even from the most degen of exchanges, to start offering spot product. And I do think that if we're going to go into phase 2 of this market, spot is where you've got to be, because there's going to be so much volatility going on around futures that spot trading will suddenly become, if it can capture the imagination of like normal people again and get normal people kind of trading, then I do think spot trading is where it's at, and just sitting in positions.
I 100% I agree with you, right?
Because it's going to become incredibly impulsive if we're going to be going, if we're going to do this leg to 100k or higher. It's just going to be so impulsive that the technicals on the lower time frame won't mean so much as the stuff that's just macro.
Yeah, exactly. 100% agrees with you. And people were getting there was so much fucking FUD in this region here, and people were getting shaken the fuck out, right? And I kept on saying to people, look, if this is the range, right, is there anything more bullish than back testing the range and then moving away from it?
Exactly. It's just, this is the most basic, and that's the great thing as well, is we've gone through like 2021 Q2 and Q3 were pretty much unprecedented, because we've never really gone as high after an all-time high, but never come down as low as a big shakeout. And now we're just back to normal. Okay, we've had a range of a reaccumulation. You have the rally out of that, and you just come and back test, and that's literally all it's done. Okay, so we've got this. I'll show you in a minute the total crypto market cap chart, and we have a shark pattern on here, which has come into the bullish 5-0. You've done an ABC into the bullish 5-0, and that means we're off to the races now on a total market cap perspective, which is just
yeah. And although I'm bullish, right, and I do think we're going to go into another bull run, I do think 64K gets taken out. When it gets taken out, whether it's this year or next year, I have no idea, but I do think it does get taken out, right?
Yeah.
I'm not stupid enough to, until these highs get taken here, right? We can't all be singing and dancing, right? These highs have to get taken out, and then we need to form a lower a higher low, and then we're off to the races. But until that happens, I'm not stupid enough to start getting like completely crazy.
Yeah.
I do think there's another bull run, but you need to stay level-headed because anything can happen. I just want to stress that. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's really cool.
I think that's yeah.
So what's the are you trading this channel that you've got here as well? Looking at that, or
no, this channel I would just use to help me to get into hedge positions at the highs. It's not really nothing really too crazy. I usually, like, you guys mostly use weekly and monthly opens and stuff to mark out your levels.
Yeah.
And I do hold weight to the weekly and monthly opens, but I mark mine out based on volume.
Yep. Okay, nice.
So that's what I use as support and resistance most of the time. So I mark out obviously the high volume nodes, and then I mark out the edges of the high volume nodes, and that's my levels to levels trading.
Oh, nice.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I'm just looking to swing. If we're going to next bull run, I'm looking to swing it. I'm not looking to day trade it.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more money to be made there.
Yeah. Swing trades is where the big money's made, and I think that's what's paid off for me. The problem is you don't get them all the time. So we've been waiting. Like the last swing trade we had was end of July. Okay, yeah, we had one at the beginning of September because we did have the obvious short at those 52k highs. And now we've had this one here at 42 to 40,000. So we've had like 3 recently, and I guess like the day trading thing is just what day trading pays the bills, and swing trading like changes your life. That's like the way that I think about it.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's how it's been for me. Is I've never made life-changing money from a day trade ever. That just pays the bills for me.
Exactly, 100% agree with you. And I think when you're in a bull run, you have to maximize that opportunity because bull runs don't happen all the time. They're not every year.
No.
So you need to maximize your gains as much as possible and make that life-changing money.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll throw you back the screen. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to cover.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anything else you want to go over, I'm interested just to see how you do your charting. This might be interesting for people. we don't see your charts on screen often. It's a bit of a
can't give too much alpha away, dude.
Maybe. Well, this is your chance. I don't know.
No, we'll save that for another time.
Yeah. All right, mate. Cool.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Yeah, I'll take
that's for the crew, I guess.
Hey, we're still waiting for those videos, Sensi.
I have to tell you one thing. I have to give you massive props for making videos because I didn't realize how hard they are to make until I started making them myself.
Yeah.
And I give you 100%. I give you props. Like it seems easy to make a 5-minute or a 10-minute YouTube video, but it's not at all. It's extremely difficult.
It's like I find it easier when I just. And I think everyone, I think everyone knows it by now.
I told you that before. It's impressive sometimes because you just press record and that's it.
That's like literally what I do, and that's the only way that I can do it because I've been doing research this week on like big macro stuff. So whether we're gonna go like massive phase 2 bull run or whether we're gonna go into like crypto is just going to die a slow death, that's literally the 2 scenarios that I saw as being probable. I don't really think we're going to get a middle ground. And I made like
when you say dies a slow death, what do you mean by that exactly? You mean goes into a bear market and then comes out of a bear market? You mean it's actually done?
I think that's the thing. My thought was if we went into a bear market now, which a lot of people were thinking was going to happen. Okay, so a lot of people were thinking that we're heading into a bear market. I think crypto's done. I think this is its last opportunity for adoption. Before it goes, and what happens on this cycle, because the innovation is already there, and they've proven that with the NFTs, they've proven that blockchain technology now can compete with what is going on in just general internet, right? I think it's we're at that stage. There's been 4 years of development since it had the bubble, so the 2017-2018 bubble, which it was. There's been 4 years of development to make this technology now as good as what currently exists. And I think we're at that stage at the moment where this cycle is the make or break thing for crypto. So either we see crypto going to 100, 200, 300k within this cycle and everyone knowing about it, or if we were to go into a bear market now, then all of this innovation that's happened over the last 4 years, not a single altcoin, apart from the kind of new stuff. No, actually, no, not a single altcoin that was around in 2017 has outpaced Bitcoin on this bull run. Everything is still below its BTC all-time high. So nothing has been able to actually realize all of that development that they put into for the last few years, like Cardano, Ethereum, Link.
But would you not agree that it was back then there were less coins around, so it was a lot easier for them to gain market share over Bitcoin?
Yes, but they gain market share without a product, which is a big thing. So if you're putting in four years of development, then surely your aim would be to get that market share higher. Okay, you want to be better than Bitcoin, right? Otherwise, why would you make an alt? And that, like, for a lot of the protocols anyway, and like, I'm not saying this is like a funny thing. I think this is massively bullish, which is why I think we're going into another phase, because I think things like Cardano, like Ethereum, I think we're going to see a flippening happen.
I 100% agree with you. Why wouldn't we see a flippening?
Yeah.
Ethereum, and I think this does everything Bitcoin does and more. So explain to me why we wouldn't see a flippening.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, we've not seen any of that kind of thing this year. It's just been a derivatives market. Whole of 2021, just been a derivatives market. There's not been like...
It's been, this cycle especially has 100% it's been derivatives markets, because so many people have come into the trading scene.
Yeah.
Like the lockdowns and stuff, so many people, you know, with the rise of the meme stocks and stuff, so many people were forefronted into trading. But I think it's a good thing for trading. And now we're seeing these trading companies. Look at the advertising going on. They're everywhere. I think trading does just. I think trading or derivatives, I think it just grows bigger. I don't see how it stops at the moment.
I think so, and that's why I'm saying like this will be the big like make or break for crypto. Like, yes, of course we will go into a bear market again. I just don't know if it's going to be that cyclical effect that we've seen. Okay, so we had 2017, which was get all of the early adopters up and involved. And I think this is the one that it just has to realize its potential during this bull run in some way.
Just talking about fundamentals, do you not think the fundamentals of Bitcoin allow it to appreciate over long periods of time?
Yes.
So essentially it will always become more valuable. So it doesn't really matter whether we go into like a bear market, it will always come out on the other side just because of the fundamentals. Yeah,
I think at some point the market structure, the market cap becomes important, and obviously it can't go up forever, and that's going to be an interesting thing. But yeah, I think the fundamentals are there, and it's going to be exciting. Like that's just the thing. Like 2021 hasn't captured like normal people's imagination in the same way that it did in 2017. But that's why I think we're going into phase 2, and I think that's what's going to happen at like this next phase of this bull run, if we do go into it.
Yeah, and if we do go into it, it's going to be much more explosive and much shorter, in my opinion. Just looking from previous history, if you look at the double top one, that second peak was a lot stronger, faster. And I think we can see a similar repeat of that.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm just looking at the chat. People in the chat are getting a bit. All right, everyone, YouTube people. Yeah, chats. We need some more. I need to be checking chat more, and we need to be.
That was
having
some
a bit more
interesting
interaction.
stuff, Senti. I was just sitting there listening to it all. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Cheers. Just want to give Luxury a shout as well. That man's been killing it on Twitch. I've been enjoying his Twitch streams.
Yeah. Luxury stuff's always been. Yeah, he's doing a really good job. Caught the volatility today as well. That was really nice. My dog went for an operation like earlier in the week, so I've not been able to be as active as I would have liked to have been, because obviously I'm the person at home and I've got to be looking after the dog at the moment and stuff. So
I hope
it's
your
annoying.
dog gets better, my dude.
Oh no, she's fine. She's fine. It's pretty standard, but she's just like feeling a bit sorry for herself. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you wanted to talk about Total?
Yes. So this is what I have on my chart for the total market cap, and I think you'll like this, since we talked about this a few weeks ago, the shark pattern, right?
Yep. Sharks.
And then going into a bullish 5-0.
Yeah.
Which
and
is
I think a lot of charts are showing that, actually.
Yeah. ETH is as well. So what we've had is we've got this shark pattern, like textbook. Okay, you come into a 1.13, which is exactly what it's done here. So you have your 0 XAB at this point. So you can't do this on TradingView, which is really annoying. A shark is different. It starts with a 0 and then goes XAB. But never mind. And then you go, so we've got our up to here, coming into the 886 and then straight into the bullish 5-0, which would actually lead us. We're probably looking at something around a 3.5 billion market cap. Trillion market cap, which is about a move up of, from this point of, where are we now?
And I have to say one thing. I've been looking at the charts, and the total chart is such a nice chart.
Yeah.
So technically, like, just amazingly how it's performed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the nicest looking chart out there at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. I think so too. And Bitcoin does a lot of weird stuff, but the total market cap just seems to make sense a lot of the time when you look at it on the macro. It just seems to make sense. And this has taken us up to this, 3.5 trillion, which I think is about 88K on Bitcoin. So if we're looking at the percentage move from here up to there, we're looking at about 88.
And
just to
that
get to
is
the
a first take profit area.
Mm-hmm.
For me, that would definitely be a first take profit area.
Yeah.
And then
4 trillion would be 100K. So that would be our 2. And then we're looking even higher than that afterwards. So, and the other interesting thing as well, because I think I don't know if people in the stream, those of you who are watching, this is also really nice. Okay, so if we're looking at, so this is my alternative way of looking at Bitcoin dominance. So if you take Bitcoin, you take total 2, which is total market cap excluding Bitcoin. You divide that by the price of Bitcoin USD. Put that into a chart. Here's your chart. And this is my way of putting a price on Bitcoin dominance and actually doing analysis on Bitcoin dominance. This is the chart that I've had, and this is the research I've been doing.
So just break it down, the formula once again.
So we're total 2, which is the total market cap excluding Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Divided by Bitcoin price.
Okay.
So that gives you basically a BTC dominance, but prices that Bitcoin dominance.
Oh, nice. Okay. I get it.
So what I'm looking at, and this is why I'm so insanely bullish on altcoins for the next quarter, is that I'm seeing something very similar to what we saw. This is why I think 2021, because of COVID crash, might just be a warm-up. And that's the mad thing, is we may just be seeing this as a warm-up to what's to come in the next year, which would be insane. Because we're already at the longest bull market ever. But this could get continuation. And this is what I'm seeing now on this chart, is what we saw during the previous time alts really had a big move. They've only ever done that once, and that was in 2016. You had this consolidation period. You break out end of 2016, and then you have the entire crypto bull run that happened in 2017 here. Okay, so what we're looking at now from an altcoin perspective, in terms of like actually how they're doing in relation to what Bitcoin is doing, is the altcoins have still been massively underperforming. They're still below that area that they were at the top of like the 2017, 2018 cycle. So I'm looking at, of course, Ethereum in particular and other alts to probably break this level, have maybe a backtest in Q1, and then we go on to our like proper bull run after that. Like with this being a derivatives led year, and then 2021 being mainly like spot, a lot of the big altcoins just performing as they would.
Do you think we'll see a cyclical nature in terms of the money flowing into the majors and then into the alts, or do you think it will have a side by side movement up?
So
do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. What we had, like, the thing is, I'm so like, I don't know anymore, because nothing that's happened on this cycle can really be that comparable to what's happened in the past. It's been so different.
Yeah, totally.
Which is why I'm kind of thinking, because this year has been just so ridiculous, right? It's just been, okay, we had COVID crash, right? And that happened, well, yeah, beginning of last year. We had COVID crash, and there was literally no other way apart from up at that point. So what would have normally happened in the market, you just can't take this run as being normal. Like, this would never have happened in this way without COVID crash happening. But maybe all of this that's happened since then, because this has been so much more volatile, is just resetting everything. Okay, you've taken out.
Why do you not think that would have happened if we didn't have the COVID crash? Let's take the COVID crash out of the equation and let's pretend it didn't happen. Do you not think we could have just consolidated there and made the same move? Or you think the COVID crash was the springboard for such a extreme move? Because the charts were looking like it was ready.
Yeah. So I think what we probably would have seen would have been something like, I think we would have seen a more, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Yeah, like, obviously, COVID crash took out a lot of money on, like, all sides. So small traders, big traders, everything. You can see it on the on-chain analysis and things. There were, like, 10-year hodler whales that were completely like eliminated from the market during this crash. Capitulating. Okay, so a lot of them did sell everything, and it just completely reset everything. So the people that have been in the market since the previous bull run before that, the 2017, the 2014, a pretty significant percentage of them were completely taken out of the market. But I think what we probably would have seen is something similar to this, but so similar to what we're seeing now, but all of this stuff that happened earlier on in the year would have been very, very different. So maybe it would have just taken a bit longer. We would have come up to something like this, broken up, consolidated, and then we get a move out after that. So instead of seeing it, because that was just nuts. But if you have it put in a consolidation, come in around here, do that, and then you're going into your probable market afterwards. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of... and it's in another universe type analysis. Who knows, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to go. Where is Bitcoin at the moment? Still trying at these highs, aren't they?
Just one more point to note about equities in relation to Bitcoin specifically. We were seeing that correlation in Bitcoin, how equities were pulling back in and Bitcoin was pulling back further. And we actually broke that correlation yesterday, where we actually were seeing the SPX tanking and Bitcoin was going on a nice run. So it shows the strength in the market. It's nice to see, and we saw that previously in the run up to 64K. There was a period where the SPX was pulling back and Bitcoin was making its run.
Yeah, and I think that's that's going to be. Oh, what am I saying? I don't know.
The only question I have is, if equities do suffer, and this is just purely speculation, but if equities do suffer some sort of black swan event, I do not see Bitcoin escaping that.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think so.
I think that's the only way for it to stop, like any sort of momentum for a real hard aggressive sell-off.
I just think the time for that to have happened has passed. I don't know. Actually, maybe not. Maybe you get everyone long bullish again. Let's just look at SPX. It's had a nice bounce today.
Yeah, it had a really nice bounce. But if it's the thing about the SPX is I don't mind if it's downtrending, right? If it's downtrending with not crazy volatility. The only times that you need to be cautious is if the if the VIX starts rising and the SPX starts selling off super aggressively.
See, what I'm seeing as well is that DXY is into the biggest resistance that has on the chart now. So 94, I was expecting it to go to 94. I thought that was very likely that it would happen, and it has. But I'm now looking down towards on where are we on here? I'm still looking lower on this because I still think there's a massive void below on DXY, and this is what brings about that maybe this extends into 2022, because this for me is just a bearish retest, and then you're probably going lower and coming into here, coming into where your point of control is. I know you can't really TA everything, but if you're looking at this, you've got point of control here clearly. I don't even need to do that. You don't get volume on the DXY chart, but that's obviously where all the interest is. You've got a massive void below here. You've come in to just do a bearish retest, and then you're going lower. I think DXY is probably, and if that
scenario plays out, right, that will be the catalyst for the bull run.
Oh, absolutely.
To reach astronomical figures, 6 figures. That's the scenario you want to play out.
Yeah, because if you're looking at this as a range, okay, and we're looking at if it can get back above this and claim here, we're probably looking at a big bear market, and that's literally just with Dixie being in a range. But this would be the point. I think 94 is when it probably would reverse, and then we're going down here, and then you're talking about possibly 300, 400k Bitcoin, maybe going up to the millions in the next few years, which is just mad. But it would be very interesting to see what happens if this does play out.
So you're telling me I should hold my longs now to 1 million? That's what you're telling me.
I would imagine the funding on that.
I know, right? A funny story. I had a long on Femex.
Yeah.
Which they they closed it out because the funding, I don't know why, but they closed my position out because of something to do with the funding. Like I couldn't pay the funding or something, even though the position was massively in profit. And it was like a really good position. It was like back when Bitcoin was at like 14K.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So what? So I was looking at the chat as well. Oh man, I'm awful. What did you say? Sorry.
No, don't worry about it. I was just saying stuff about Femix and
yeah.
you were right.
Yeah,
like
he's not shilling Femix for sure.
I'm not shilling Femix.
All right.
I'm shilling BitGen. No, what's it called? BitGen.
Bitgen.
Yeah. First, you have to know what to shill before shilling.
I was like, what's going on?
BitGen, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. I've completely... What am I talking about? I don't know. I was looking at the chat. There's a bit of like, what's going on in the chat? Yeah, I got distracted by Farhan, who was talking about friends that have been like 8-9 figures or something going on. Yeah, if anyone in the chat has any questions and stuff, please do let us know. Maybe I've had I should cut down on the beer. I don't know. P, should we do a raffle?
I'm ready.
let's do a raffle. This is good. I just zoned out for a minute then, and I need to get myself back in the kind of what is going on here. We're streaming. I just completely zoned out. Yeah, sorry guys. Okay. Do you have a screen share? Yeah, Malta, smash up the likes, everyone. So we've only got 71 people in here. It's sad. I need to do more stuff. That's what I just realized. I was like, okay, there we go. Delirium's just like, Luke, Senti is shilling your stuff and you don't even talk about BitCat. I was there like, I completely zoned out. I'm so sorry. Everyone, I completely zoned out. We'll cover this on maybe a bit later. Let's do a raffle.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, Luxury needs to call his Twitch followers and bring them over. Maybe we should restream onto Twitch.
Well, he's doing all right there.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, can you see it?
Not yet.
You should.
Yep, I can see it. Why is this not showing on the screen? Whoa.
Okay, CryptoPrince still around or?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, because you never try the countdown, right?
Oh, he needs to try the countdown. We need to hear his countdown.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm kind. Go on. Let's go.
So it's your turn this time.
Countdown from what? 3 or 10?
As many as you like. You choose. You decide.
I'm gonna start.
Choose how... Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spin the wheel! Hey, you got it. You got the Senti spin that shit.
Oh, is that Senti thing?
Yeah, I trademarked that.
Oh, my bad.
I'm gonna charge
Andy
you.
P.
Congratulations.
Is he watching?
Congratulations, Andy P. If you are around, then you have won 3 months of ExoCharts membership. Woo, 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 woo. You have until the end of the stream to claim it?
I will say till Monday.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
because I'm not happy with this view account. That's the thing. Like, if people want to win prizes, they got to be watching the stream.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm getting tough on this. If you're not watching the stream, you're not winning anything, and that's how it's going to be from now on. I think.
Okay.
I'm going to get tough. I'm getting tough. I'm cracking down. If people do not watch the stream, hey, he's here. He's here. It's good. It's all good. It's all good. Andy Palmer, he's here.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah. All right. But that is going to be the new rule, because I think this kind of time, I know it's a Friday night and I should be out having fun, and Sensi should be out having fun. P should be out having fun. We should all be out having fun. And instead we're here doing a YouTube stream.
There's no fun around here, you know, so that's why
Cool.
Fun's on Saturday.
Yeah. That's how it's been for me recently. Or Thursday. I've been like doing all my nights out on Thursdays and Saturdays recently, because I know I've got to do stuff on a Friday night. It's like literally the one public stream that's scheduled that people know about.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's gonna do the countdown?
Do one more?
We're doing one more, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, what we need is cooperation from Crypto Prince and Senti, and you've got to count down from 7, because is that a lucky number?
7.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Lucky number. Yeah, that's Cristiano Ronaldo's number, dude. Of course
Exactly.
it's
Oh,
lucky.
right. There we go. Yeah, you're right.
So who's going to start with 7? You got to count down from 7, and then we're going to spin the wheel.
So go back and forth on each.
Yeah, just because.
Okay, well, all right. 7.
Oh my god. 6,
5,
4,
3,
2.
1.
Spin that shit.
Who we gonna win? Oh, Unlimited is the winner.
Actually, he joined today, so that's so lucky.
Wow. Okay, fair play. Well done,
I'm
Unlimited.
not sure if he's watching, maybe because he's new, but
If you're not watching, you're not going to win. Sorry. Thank you for joining, but if you're not watching, you're not going to win.
okay. Let's give him a few minutes.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna do it till the end of the stream.
End of the stream.
Okay. So
if anyone wants to tag him in the chat, I'm not going to, because I'm not kind. But if anyone does want to tag him in the chat or whatever, then feel free to do that. Cool. Does anyone else want Crypto Prince? Do you want to do a screen share or anything? Because I don't know what I want to talk about. Either.
Sorry, I muted myself by accident.
No, is there anything you want to go over, like just what's been happening today, or anything, any ideas that you have, anything?
Honestly, no. There's nothing really. It's all really clear to me, so it's not. You know what? Why not? Okay, why not? Let's
do a screen share. This is your chance.
Yeah, cool. Why not?
Public stream, and it gives me. I'm gonna go.
Sure.
Yeah.
he's a reserved guy, you know. That's why he doesn't want to share in public.
No, I was just charting a fresh chart as we were streaming. So you know,
none of us are making any.
Let me show you what I was charting.
Yes, do it.
Okay, let's do this. Bear with me.
It's all right. Farhan Ali, you should do a live viewer streaming random generator instead. We'll do that. Actually, can you do that? How do you do that? If we are doing that, I can do maybe a crew trial. Maybe that could be the thing that we can do, if we can do like a random streamer generator. And then...
Yeah, but how are you going to pull that off? You know what you should really do is
Farhan's the man that has all the knowledge in here.
No,
he knows what's going on.
Luke, what you should do is you should post a tweet and you should get everybody to like, comment, like retweet and like it, and then you
I
can
know.
use those websites to pull the winner.
But first they
know.
have to follow us, you know. That's the problem.
I'm so bad at
That and
Twitter.
yeah, that would be really. I think that would be your best way.
Yeah. I'm so bad at Twitter. Anyway, whoa, this is going all over the place. Okay, Crypto Prince, you have the screen. I'm just going to quickly. I always do this. I give someone the screen and then I disappear for a few minutes. I need to go fill up my water bottle and grab myself a beer. So I will be back in just a second. But
Yep. Bear with me just a second.
all right, mate, no worries.
All right, Crypto, show me this alpha, dude.
One second. Okay. There's not really much to go over. Everything's pretty clear to me.
Well, we know it's not your main chart because those candles and that is
You
not
know,
the
yeah,
ones
yeah,
you're
yeah.
using.
I'm hiding my main chart.
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But it's pretty simple to me. As of right now, everything's looking pretty bullish to me. Right ahead of us, we have the MPOC daily at 48,350, in line with the golden pocket. That's a level I'd look to trade a scalp, nothing more than a scalp as of right now. I'm under the bias that we are going to push up, because if we were to take out this MPOC, then as Luke said, why not just take out the liquidity up here? So in my opinion, there's not really a short opportunity as of right now, a strong one. I wouldn't really be interested in anything until we take out this liquidity. And even then, I'm strongly under the impression that we're going up. But other than an SFP of 48,800, I'm really not looking for any other short opportunity. If we did pull back, then that's also really, really simple. We have the MPOC daily at 43K and 42.2K is a merged volume point of control.
Not to butt in, but I just want to say one thing which I forgot to. I was meant to say we'll talk about this, but I completely forgot we'll talk about this. Oh shit! Okay.
No.
Hello. Yeah, sorry, there was a bit of an echo. Yeah, so basically, since we're going into the weekend. All right, I'm still getting an echo. Sorry. Are you guys getting an echo?
Is it from me? No, I don't hear it.
Yeah, it must be from you.
I think so because
is it
you
still
have
there?
another user on Zoom. So
is the echo still there?
Yeah, I think you have another device.
Okay, one second.
Maybe it's your phone.
You know
your
what?
iPad,
Yeah.
You know what? Just continue with your analysis. Don't worry
about it. No,
Senti,
go ahead. Go ahead, Senti. Go.
Yeah, all I wanted to mention was, and we've seen this every weekend, right?
Yep.
We're going into the weekend close today, right?
Yeah.
What we see price likes to deviate from the CME close, right? Either on a Saturday, either we go up or we go down, we deviate from the close. And then coming into the Sunday when the CMA opens at about 11 o'clock UK time is when price will start to range within that CME area. So good plays I like to take, and it's been working out really well, is you wait for the deviation and then play the reversion back towards the mean. So the mean would be the CME gap.
That's interesting.
I think 7 of the last... Sorry, I'm back, by the way. 7 of the last 8 Sunday nights have opened within 2% of the Friday night CME close.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah.
Do you guys really pay much attention to CME? I really don't usually pay attention to it at all.
Oh, there's a lot of money there. I think
Really?
I've literally done the same trade, like literally as Luke is saying, like every week I've just been doing the same trade.
Yeah, you can just fade it. That's the nice thing about weekends, is if it goes, look at where the CME gap is or would be, and you can just fade it either side of that.
You can fade it back towards it, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry for butting in. Please go ahead.
No, it's all right. There wasn't much to it. I was going to say that I was trading this range. This was what I've been trading, really. It's a really nice defined range. And as you can see, as we broke out of the range, we back tested it perfectly. So it's a really, really nice range. And as I was saying with the MPOCs, I really don't want price to break down below 43K. 43K for me is a really important level. It's the middle of the channel that we just broke out of.
Yeah.
and it's also an MPOC with these lows right here. So that's a nice opportunity for long if we did come back down here, but I wouldn't want price to even test these lows here. I think you come down here, you test 40.6K, you're going to head down lower. So yeah, that's really, really what I'm looking at. It's really simple, trade level to level. That's how I like to trade, and that's it really. Very simple.
Yeah, we've got a new quarter. So not only was that a new monthly candle, but that's a quarterly candle that opened. So that's a really big level for me. So I'd keep your eyes out for that level.
We've got a quarterly candle that's Q4, and we've spent half of the year hanging around the yearly open. So almost everything that's happened this year so far is pointless, which is again like another massive thing. Like this just seems, whatever's going on right now with the whole of what's happened this year is very much leading into something bigger, I do think, because we've not had a trend for 2021. Although we've been in a bull run, there has been no trend. We spent 6 months of the year hanging around that yearly open, which is mad.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. So, yeah, it'd be very interesting to see what happens in the last, well.
Oh, are we moving? My Agga
4
trader is
months.
going a bit crazy. No.
Are we? Oh, we've got. Yeah, we've hit the daily. Cool. That is my take profit. I'm sure. I think I have just taken a short.
Yeah, I stopped screen sharing because I took a short.
I have. Yeah, I did have a limit order there, so I have just taken a short. We'll see how that plays out.
Taken TP1 already, to be honest. I really like taking profit really quickly, like after like $200.
Yeah, you've got to. If you can do it limit, just
exactly. Yeah, I had a limit right at. I basically sniped it. So yeah.
There's a lot of liquidity below. Jeez. So I'm looking at another screen at the moment. I've got my trading platform open. Let's bring up the VWAP because someone did ask about this earlier, because this is what we could be set for. This was the level that I was looking for us to hit. I've taken the short here, and that really, this does kind of set up very nicely if we do see a rejection off of this to get a VWAP long, which would just be amazing. Like seeing a move like that, I don't think we're going to get a move that aggressive at this stage.
Oh,
but
can you share your screen, please?
Yeah, sorry. Here we go. So daily level, just tap that. We've got stops all the way down here. So if we do start to change market structure at this point, I think this could be quite a fast move down. I don't think we've got enough chance to get down there before we close today. I mean, that is what, oh no, that is midnight on this, isn't it? 1 p.m. from 1 a.m. for me.
I mean, it was an MPOC as well, so we should get some sort of
yeah,
reaction.
of course, yeah. We'll see what happens. I've just taken the short though. That was there at limit. That was kind of ready to go. And I'm just saying about this VWAP because we did have someone asking about this in the chat earlier. If we could get a bounce from VWAP. If that does happen now, if we do get a move down at this point into VWAP, I think it's highly unlikely because we've only got...
It would have to be a really quick move down, to be honest.
Yeah, we've got 2... Is it only 10 p.m? Oh my god, it's only 10 p.m. Okay, we've got 3 hours left of the day. Actually, yeah, we could still hit VWAP before the end of the day, and in that case, that would be an absolute no-brainer to long with VWAP if we do get there. Maybe we come up into this area here just before moving down.
See, this is what I meant earlier. It's really, really simple. You only need a couple of levels on your chart to really do well in trading, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure.